Here we're out at Emanuel Pines today, and we've headed south out of the parking lot, and we've climbed to the railroad grade, which is Trail 332, part of the Circle Trail. We're south of that now and continuing to climb up to the top of this ridge. Once we get about 3/4 of the way up this climb to the ridge, we'll take this trail off to the east. Now this trail will take us to the Rocky Maze Skills area, as we call it. This is an area of very tight boulders that you can barely get your handlebars through at times. You have to time your pedals so you're not catching the rocks. And we go up and over some pretty good sized boulders here. This is a really good practice area, and this is an area where you can really hone your mountain biking skills. Once we complete the maze in this direction, we'll turn around to do it backwards, and this is a little bit more difficult than coming down the original way. Once we complete the maze in this direction, we'll continue south climbing to the top of the ridge. This is the trail we're on here at the top, and we'll take this east. Here we'll stop along the trail and look at this barrel cactus that's in bloom with these beautiful red flowers, as you can see. We'll continue on this very rocky trail due east, and this eventually begins to turn north. Once we get to the bottom of that downhill headed north, we'll begin climbing again in a southwest direction. Once we get to the top of the ridge, we'll begin taking this in a northwestern direction, and this eventually then turns north and brings us back to the railroad grade, or Trail 322. We'll take Trail 322 west about 1.25 miles, and then we'll turn northeast on this trail we're on now, which is a very narrow, winding trail, as you can see, with some real tight turns. We'll continue this trail east along the creek bed. You can see off to our left. This is kind of a rocky trail, and we'll cross the creek bed right here. And we'll continue this east. And that'll take us back to the parking lot. And we'll call that the end of the ride.